Thank you, Chairman Ezel, Ranking Member Stanton, and members of the subcommittee. I'm happy to be here today to discuss GAO's views on how to make federal real property work better for the American taxpayer. For more than 20 years, we've identified the management of federal real property as a high-risk area in need of substantial transformation. The federal government has held on to too much space and has been too slow in shedding unneeded properties. Federal buildings are often in poor condition and not well configured for the modern workplace, and the data needed to make good real property decisions has often been unreliable, in some cases non-existent. The pandemic shined a spotlight on these long-standing problems and created a unique opportunity to right-size the federal government's property holdings. There have been important actions in recent years to take advantage of these opportunities, but progress has been slow. Agencies have stayed in a wait-and-see mode for too long. Since January, there has been a notable shift in momentum. GSA is now rapidly moving forward with plans to terminate leases and dispose of large amounts of federal real property. As it does so, it's important that GSA and other agencies balance the goal of speedy reductions with the need for deliberate planning and analysis to help ensure the most effective result for the American taxpayer. There are a lot of moving parts right now that will shape federal real property for years to come. First, the Trump administration's return to office policy and its planned reductions in force are still early in their implementation. By summer, there will be clearer information on the size and shape of the federal workforce and what that means for real property needs. Secondly, under the Use It Act, agencies are now required to measure building utilization across their portfolios for the first time. As a result, by this summer, GSA and agencies will have important new data to inform long-term decisions on the federal real property portfolio. Third, it will take time and money to move out of one property and to consolidate into another. GSA and other agencies need to think through which reductions to prioritize and a funding strategy to implement those reductions in a way that makes the most sense. Gauging how much space is really needed under new workforce policies and then proceeding with reductions in a deliberate and planned out manner could generate substantial savings and mitigate the risk of mistakes and unexpected mission impacts. In conclusion, right-sizing the federal government's real property holdings is long overdue. As GSA and other agencies move forward with reductions, they should do so deliberately and in a strategic way that balances speed and thoughtful analysis and planning. Doing so will best position the federal government to achieve the most efficient and effective result for the American taxpayer, while ensuring agencies have the right space to successfully carry out their mission. Mr. Chairman, that concludes my opening remarks. I'll be happy to take any questions.